All right, EDU 304, Jared here. I hope that you had a restful and relaxing Easter holiday. In spite of these circumstances, I do hope that you're well. I apologize if you hear screaming behind me. I have four children who have been cooped up in the house for 3 weeks, and I've lost control. So we're just going to go ahead and do this. That light is kind of annoying too. So I'll make this brief, but for Module 4, we are going to focus on the 5 different assessment formats that I've listed here below. So we have multiple choice, true, false, matching, fill in the blank, and essay. And this module will take the rest of the week. Okay, so it's a 2-day module. But what I have done is I have divided it into 5 short videos that you can access below, and I'll show you here in a moment. But I wanted to pull up a couple of other important items as well. So the first here is what I call a hot or not cheat sheet, hot referring to higher order thinking. And what's nice about this is as you're thinking about ways that you can phrase questions for students, really for any of these 5 assessment modes, we recognize that there are these 6 different levels on Bloom's taxonomy, right? And so as instructors, we are able to utilize particular verbs, action verbs, what we're asking students to do or to show us about their learning based on the level that we are expecting them to meet. But keep in mind that throughout the course of a unit of instruction, you're probably going to have particular lessons and particular assignments and activities that are targeted at all of these levels. We certainly want to make sure that we get into the higher order thinking at some point. And so what I'm going to ask you to do periodically throughout the videos that follow in Module 4 is to utilize some of these verbs that you find in the hot section rather than the lower order or the lots section. The second document over here is important because this is our note sheet for this module, and it's pretty large. Okay, oh, I guess I already had one opened here. Well, that's okay. I'll open a second one. And you see that there's quite a bit going on here. But keep in mind, this is really 2 days worth of work, and this is your way of sort of keeping pace with what we're expected to do for each station. So you'll see that we begin with multiple choice. I call that station 1, then we get into station 2, which is true and false. Station 3 here is matching. Station 4, completion or fill in the blank. We have our essay station and then a couple of closure questions. And so this is the document that I would like you to complete, save, and then submit under the coursework page in order to receive credit for Module 4. And then down below here, of course, you see links to the various stations and the brief videos. I think the first one's probably the longest, maybe 10 minutes or so, but some of them get much shorter, and you will want to pause those as you see fit in order to complete the attached note sheet. What else was I going to discuss here? I want to pull up the transition schedule, and I might just do that here on the computer so we can all look at it together. And a couple of notes worth making. The first is I'm referring to your note sheet for Module 4 as the assessment formats note sheet, and that's what I'll refer to it as on the LMS under coursework. But on this sheet, what did I call it? Pro-con note sheet. So I apologize for that, but the pro-con note sheet is your assessment format note sheet. The other thing that I wanted to note as we move into the following week is that next Wednesday, April 22nd, we are going to be participating in real-time discussions via WebEx. And so whatever your team color is, and I provided those to you here, so you see the blue team is Erica and Caitlin, green team, orange team, pink team, yellow team. You have an allotted space of time, about 20 minutes, where the 2 of you or 3 of you and myself are going to all meet on WebEx in order to talk about where we're going with this micro teaching unit. And I want to kind of calm some of your fears, answer some of your questions, and provide some guidance on that. So please double check calendars. I tried to make most of these within that allotted time that we used to meet face to face in the library classroom during that 10 o'clock hour. Unfortunately, I couldn't get all of you in at that time. But if you do have conflicts that are arising, make sure that you shoot me as well as your partner an email so we can get a thread started and try to find a replacement time so that we're all able to meet and discuss your micro teaching and what that means and what's going to be required of you. In addition to that, I encourage you, you should be at the point where you have completed the first 6 of the Enneagrams, and so you should really only have these 3 left, Enneagram 5, 6, and 7, that you are completing as you work through Module 4 and begin Module 5. And then we also have our Grade a Project module that is open and available to you. I sent out an email last week encouraging you to get busy with that because it's going to take some significant time, energy, and effort to make sure that you do it well. And you see that I expect that to be completed by Sunday, April 19th and uploaded to my USF. So again, I hope that you're all well. We are going to kind of start sprinting towards the finish line here of the spring semester. I know it's not ideal via the online format, but I do encourage you again, if you have questions and concerns, to please contact me, and we're able to communicate that way. I would imagine most of you have used WebEx. If you have not, you will be receiving an invite from me on your email in the near future. And all you'll have to do is at the time of our meeting, so if I'm on the green team and we're meeting at 10:20, at the time of our meeting, just go ahead and click on that link, and then it should take you to my meeting room. You'll need a webcam and some kind of microphone and speakers. Most of your laptops or tablets are already equipped with that. You could even use your smartphone if you don't have a better option. And if you're unable to get on the first time, then just try again in a couple of minutes. In case one of the meetings runs a little late, then I'll have to go and I'll have to open the next meeting up. And so we'll try to meet with you as quickly to the posted time or as near to the posted time as possible. But do allow a little bit of flexibility there, if you would. All right, folks, I think that does it. Be well, be safe, hang in there, and I will talk to you soon.